This clock regulated the lives of my grandparents. Its continuous chain of tick-tocks told them when to get up, when to go to work, when to eat and when to sleep. My grandparents believed that the continuous chain of tick-tocks told them the time. But it is not measuring time. What it is measuring is the regular movement of the pendulum, which advances the hands on the clock. My grandparents, like the rest of humanity, interpreted the changes in the clock hands as measuring time. We have all been fooled. Time is a human invention to organise our lives, a human illusion. Only change is real. But what is change? Change is the difference between two events. Change can be quick, like the switching off of a light. We see the changes in our body that occur from birth to death. This string of events that changes us from a baby to an adult can only occur in one direction. We only grow older, never younger. Not only in our individual lives has change been important. Throughout human history, regular change has guided human development. The regular, repetitive rotation of the earth, as seen by the movement of the moon, the sun and the stars, not only told the ancients when to sleep and when to hunt, but also when to plant and when to harvest. The ancients built their own clocks to track the seasons. Nature also tracked the seasons with its own built-in measurement of change. Humanity learned from nature's repetitive change and created man-made measures of change. The revolving light of a lighthouse, with its regular flashes of light, gave certainty to the mariner. Not all change is repetitious. Some change is one-off change. When an egg is placed in boiling water, a change occurs. Inside the shell, the yolk goes from liquid to solid. And how do we measure this change? With an egg timer, of course. But it doesn't measure time. It measures the movement of grains from the upper chamber to the lower chamber. When all of the grains have fallen, the change or cooking of the egg is completed. The change of state has occurred. Sometimes change can be transitory. We can affect the change like the ice carvers, but the sculptured form is eventually lost as the ice slowly melts. Non-repetitive change can be slow, like the effects of wind and water on land. Change occurs as each new event is added to the chain of previous events. A good analogy and a good way of visualising this chain of events is to consider the building of a champagne tower. Each new glass added to the tower can be considered a new event added to all the previous events or glasses that make up the tower. Events in our lives are like the building of this champagne tower. We can make the decisions like where to place the first glass at each level. But once we make that decision and place the glass, then the other glasses fill in the remaining places. So in our lives, once we make a decision, other events will occur which may or may not be influenced by our decision. What are important are the changes, those measures of human achievement that are not related to how many times the Earth spins on its axis or revolves around the Sun or the swing of a pendulum. So if any of your friends tell you they do not have the time, you should say to them, "Yes, that's true, but can you make the event happen?"